Hey, it's Cherie Taylor, and it is almost Oscar time. That means it is time to check in with some of the Oscar nominees. And today we're going to be talking to the Oscar nominated director, Tomer Shushan of White Eye. It is a live action short Oscar nominated film. You're going to love it. It teaches a moral, it brings up a great conversation starter, and it's got a great story of how it came to be, the concept, and how it was shot. Let's talk to Tomer.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
It is a pleasure, and I enjoy your short film. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about that they can see it at the Peace Center coming up this weekend, a screening there. But coming up on the 25th of April, I have a feeling it's going to be on a huge platform. You want to tell us where we can hear about and see clips from your film? We're going to see you. Are you going to make it over for the Oscars?
Yeah, I'm here in LA,
Oh, you're
and uh, and I'm going to the ceremony, of course. And you ask where people can watch my film?
Yes.
Yeah, so now it's going to premiere at HBO Max. Yes, and also there are lots of film festivals coming that people can watch there. Some of them going to be in like physical screening, so it's kind of nice to feel the cinema again. And yeah, that's what's coming up.
Absolutely. And of course, as a director, you know, we never shoot right in linear. However, let's talk about the way that you shot White Eye. What is so unusual about the way you shot it? I love it. It was very gritty. It was very real. We went on the journey with you. But let's talk about your shooting process and, of course, where you came up with the concept.
Yeah, so basically this film is about it's about a story that really happened to me. So it's personal story that I wanted to pass it on and to uh, tell the message that I got in real life. And in real life, I remember that I didn't had like a chance to stop for a second and to understand if my actions are good or wrong. And I just worked out of intense anger that control my actions. So I wanted to connect the audience to this feeling, and by that I also didn't let the camera stop. Like I couldn't stop. So that's why I did it. And we had one night to do it because we had only money to do it in one night. And it was very, very challenging to create this story and to accomplish the film from the beginning till the end in one night. And as you say, as you said, it's like it was in from the start to the end, um, without stop, without cut. So it was very hard and challenging, but we had also luck, I think, that everything worked for us. And we prepared ourselves a lot to this night. We did lots of rehearsals, and um, the the hardest part is to, when you make a one shot, is like to set and control the rhythm of the film, the rhythm of the story. And for me it was hard a bit until I found the right formula and the right timing for anything that happened in this story, until I felt that it's there. And then we went to shoot it, and it happened.
Was beautiful. It was beautiful. You go on the journey, you feel the emotions of the main character. Like you said, this is something that happened to you, and also finding your voice. And you go from being, okay, is this really my bicycle? Is this really happening? And the confusion, and then you're amping up, and we feel those emotions with you, because I actually asked some friends after I had screened it. I said, "What would you do in this situation?" And they're like, "Oh, well, flat out, it's his bike. You should take it back." But when there's other circumstances and people in the way, and you've got enforcement officers saying you can't do this, or you shouldn't do this, or we need some verification, it's your emotions play on you. And I felt all those, because I've had a situation where someone has taken something of mine, and then you see something like it somewhere and you're questioning yourself, is that mine, is that not, and where you go on that journey. I think everyone connects with that.
Yeah, so the thing is that this film, this story, it's starting like as very simple problem that can be solved, and then there is a tension that kind of start to build, and at the moment that you see that the person in front of you, that the person who confronts the main character is not on the same level in the society, or he's less privileged than him, then you understand that it's not a simple story. It's not like something that it's easy to solve. We're going here to we're about to experience a huge tragedy here, just because of simple thing that um, that people take advantage of their privilege, and that can harm the other. So yeah, I mean, at the beginning when people watch it, it's like, okay, what's the problem? Like, but then when they understand what's in front of them, it brings a question how you should really react if the person in front of you is in danger and is not on the same level, or on the same, or is not equal with you by the law.
Mhm.
So everyone take it to another place, to a different place. At the end, it's just a question of your values and your moral.
Mhm. Exactly, because you can go into this thinking I'm completely moral, I'm completely within my rights, but it's like your rights stop where someone else's begin, and you do not want to cross that line. And how far do you cross that line? So it's a beautiful conversation starter. The film is a great conversation starter, and it's one of those things that I think people will be talking about. So let's talk about, you actually have had a lot of people are already talking about it because it's gone to other festivals and won, and we're talking 19 awards. Am I right on that? 19? Is that what we're counting right now?
Awards, I think, I'm not sure. I think it's 27.
Wow. When I received the press junket, it was 19. Impressive. Oh my goodness.
I think, I'm not sure. Lately, I'm super confused because this journey is kind of wild, and um, I'm so overwhelmed by this. So yeah, I mean, I'm just happy that people get to watch it, and this story can be seen by lots of people. That's the most important thing for me. And the award is like a bonus. It's really nice to have it and to win something. But my main goal is just to reach out to people and touch their hearts.
You were definitely blessed, and you were sharing your art. We do appreciate that. And let's talk about, because let's talk about the journey on how long it took you. Now, you said this is something that happened to you, and you had someone say, well, let's turn this into a film, or that you should write about this. So how long from that concept, when it actually happened to you, to fruition, to getting it to where you are today?
Oh, it's very interesting story because it was that day that it was like the deadline to send scripts to the film foundations in Israel to get funds. And I had like my former teacher from film school, and she worked with me on another script that I wrote, and I was on the way to meet her to finalize it and to send it. And this story happened on the way to me.
Wow.
So when I met her, I told her why I was late, and she's like, "Okay, you have to write it now." And we had like few hours to send it, so I think I wrote it in less than an hour. It was like, phew, like I just spit it on the paper, and yeah, I mean, after a few months, I got the answer that the Makor Film Foundation is supporting me, and they're gonna yeah, support the film. So after, I think, few months, um, it was a bit hard because I had lots of struggle, and people around me told me not to do it in one shot. So I went for one shooting day with a different shooting plan. And I was very upset. I lost half of the money, and I just decided that I should like recruit new people that believe that I can do it in one shot.
Yes.
So I stopped the production, and we did it again after 7 months. And as I said, we had money to do it only in one night because I spent half of it. So that's how this film
Well,
born.
you know what? It was divine intervention because you were meeting your professor to talk about another script, and this happened. It was just like someone just handed you a gift, like God in the universe just handed you a gift and said, "Let's do this." So, I mean, everything happens for a reason if you just stay in the flow, and that's exactly what happened to you.
The last 2 years of my life, maybe 3 years, was mostly around this short film. I couldn't do anything else, and I just really, really believed in this story because because when you want to write something, when you want to create, it's hard sometimes to figure the idea and like to connect all the dots. But then something happened to you, and you like, yeah, as you said, someone give it to you, someone give you a story to tell, and also with the same message that I want to bring to the world.
Mhm.
So yeah, I see it as a gift. And I'm going to what I want to say is that it's really important that people will think and accept every experience they get in life, because maybe it's more meaningful than what they really think it is.
Exactly.
So yeah.
That just go with the flow, just be in the flow,
Yeah.
and see what happens. So that's perfect. So now that you mentioned that it's going to be on HBO Max after the Oscars, you can see it on HBO Max. What's next for that film, or are you working on something after that, or you're planning a little break? Since you said it's been 2 years, it's like giving birth to a child. So, are you
Yeah.
planning a little break, or do you have some other ideas ahead of you?
um Even if I want to have a break, I can't, because my mind is always thinking about how to create and how to tell stories. I mean, I really feel that that's the thing that make me um feel alive. So yeah, I have a story that happened in my family that I really want to do right now. I mean, I started to write it, and I'm still not sure if it's gonna go for TV series or film or long feature film. And I have also the story of White Eye that I might develop to a feature film. And yeah, I mean, I'm kind of open right now and see where uh, this thing that give me stories and give me gifts will take me, you know.
Exactly. Always know that you're blessed and just go with it. Never question it, just go with it. If it
Yeah.
feels right, go for it. So, congratulations on all the awards. Congratulations on everything that's coming, as well as the 25th. We will be pulling for you, keeping our fingers
Thank you.
crossed. We're so excited, and I'm so blessed to be able to interview you and to see it ahead of time too, because I'm telling everyone about it now. Getting to talk to you about Oscars, that is a huge dream come true. So I feel like I'm just a little bit a part of the Oscars now. So thank you so much, Tomer. And thank you so much for bringing your gift to the world and sharing it with us. And we look forward to you. We are excited about seeing the screening tomorrow in Greenville. And we are excited to see you next Sunday, the 25th, on
Yeah.
the big stage.
Thank you. Wow, it's so exciting. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for having me, and I really appreciate it. It was really fun
It was
talking.
my joy, and thank you so much for and it's a beautiful film. And I'm just going to say to everybody, see it, please go see it. You
Yeah,
can see it through HBO Max, you can see it at the Peace Center, and there are other film festivals it's rolling around in. But this is not
yeah.
the last we're going to hear from you. I know this. It's fantastic, and it's a wonderful story. So keep listening to your guides up there. They're sending you beautiful stories. So with
I really
lessons,
believe it. Yeah.
yeah, it's a great conversation starter. Thank you so much. Have a great day and blessings to you.
You too. Bye bye.
And as Tomer mentioned in the interview, it's coming to HBO Max. All that and more information at magic989.com and odyssey.com. And of course, while you're there, why don't you download the Odyssey app? Absolutely free. You can take us with you wherever you go. Your favorite music, news, sports, content, entertainment, and podcasts. Oh, yeah, and even me. My podcast is on there too, the Divas Dish podcast. Download, subscribe, and of course, make sure you have the Odyssey app.
An Odyssey station.